getting up into this place and you just gonna follow him and y'all just having a good old kiki. I said, now, Riri, you been
So
around them folks too long. Now, why you go? You doing too much for this doggone suit.
welcome to Grown Folks Talking. I'm your host, CK Caesar, joined by my co-host,
Lola Chanel.
Today, we're going to be talking about Marvel's Ironheart. That's on Disney Plus. And before we get started, please subscribe to our YouTube, our Spotify channel, so you don't miss any of the episodes. And we will be remiss. Well, yes, this is a bad segue. We would be remiss to not talk about the recent passing of Malcolm Jamal Warner, who played Theo on The Cosby Show. He was out in Costa Rica with his family, and he does know how to swim, but it sounds like from what has been reported is a current dragged him and he drowned and he's no longer with us. There's another person that's in critical condition at this point of this recording. So your thoughts as we remember and honor Malcolm Jamal Warner.
I'm just so sad about it. I'm just so sad. I mean, who didn't grow up with Theo? Of course, Theo was grown when I was growing up, but, just watching, reruns of The Cosby, watching reruns of A Different World, and him making appearances, and then
he did.
having his own show with Tracy Ellis Ross.
Yeah,
A Thin Line.
What was it called? It had a great name.
Read Between the Lines.
Read Between the Lines, yeah. And their names were Reed.
Yeah, their last names. I don't know why I said A Thin Line or Read Between the Lines. But just, black royalties.
Eddie
and Malcolm. Eddie
Griffin.
Yeah.
That's the name. Yeah. So one of the child actors who you didn't really hear nothing about. He must have had a stable home. I know listening to people talking about his life, like he had a good mom and dad, and they were very heavily involved, making sure he got the home training he needed to make it out in Hollywood. He was like opposite of like Todd Bridges. There were no reports of him, getting in trouble or dealing with drugs and alcohol abuse or anything like that.
Just a stand-up guy. Every story, everything that you didn't really hear about him. He did his acting, and it sounds like he went home.
Exactly.
But it is sad,
He kept a career going because he was on The Resident.
He was on The Resident. I watched him on The Resident too.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh. I did Read Between the Lines. I thought that was a great little.
Read Between the Lines was also I've always been an advocate of Black TV and film.
Yeah.
So that was a show that I watched heavily.
I think Read Between the Lines walked so Blackish could run, because one Tracy Ellis Ross was his wife. It was a positive role models, but it was still funny.
Yeah.
He got a Grammy, so. He had many different. He was a creative. And it's sad to see him go at the age of 54. I believe he leaves behind a daughter, and a wife. So we just want to send our prayers out and thoughts to his family and his friends and people close to him. He will be sorely missed.
So missed.
I will say that we will segue to Ironheart, which a series helmed by a young Black woman. When this show was refreshing, especially thinking about all the other shows that we've reviewed as of late, it was nice to see good storytelling. We're going to talk about 4 episodes 1 and 2 and good characters. So Riri she's a character I've not seen in a long time. She's young. She's a genius. She's Black. She about her business. What did you think of her?
Well, let's start with episode 1. Take Me
Yes.
Home.
Yes.
MIT
Synopsis.
student Riri Williams builds an advanced armor suit inspired by Tony Stark. While dealing with challenges as a young Black woman in tech, she confronts a tech-based threat and must decide if she's ready to become Ironheart. Dun dun dun.
Yeah. Yeah.
My very first thoughts of Riri Williams is get your money, Black lady. Get your paper. She was hustling all up and down them MIT streets, selling
Absolutely.
her product and her work to any and everybody.
Yeah. Yes.
Get your money.
Get your money, because I enjoy when storytelling deals in real life issues, and the fact that she did not come from a privileged background, and she did not have money, endless money to go to school,
just
free,
play around
and tinker and all that kind of stuff.
She was on scholarship. She came here to, she was on a Tony Stark based scholarship at MIT and was trying to further her education, but felt like she wasn't being pushed. So of course, you know what? Sometimes when you feel like either stuff is not going your way or you feel like you're not supposed to have all this, you self-sabotage. And Riri is a young Black girl just trying to make it, and she may have fumbled a little bit in more ways than one, but
the difference is Tony Stark did a lot of fumbling. He failed up. She doesn't have that luxury. That's where the privilege comes in.
Black women often don't.
Amen.
We don't get second chances or thirds or first, really, sometimes.
Absolutely. Her, when she was talking to the MIT counselor or head or whatever, she laid it on thick. I was feeling her. And then
I was feeling her too. And then I was like,
the Black lady,
she said, cut it out. We have given you everything. We have done curriculums just solely based on you. Okay? Ma'am, Miss Girl, Miss Mamas, cut it out. Cut it out.
That's where the self-saboteur comes in at. It's like, ooh, yeah, we gotta let you go. So she's going back home. Going back home
to the shop.
Absolutely. That was cool. Let's talk about the other characters in the show that I was like, I recognize a lot of these familiar faces.
One thing I will say about this series, it was Black through and through. It was her friends were Black. Her mom was fully mono-racial Black. Her stepdaddy was mono-racial Black. And even down to her best friend was Black. Even when we went on to her having to the crew that she was somewhat running with, like they had ties to African American history. Like there were two white people, and then there were two Black people, and then there was no Caucasians in the crew. What was them? What was the sister brother?
I think they're Latino. I think they're Latinos. I think it's all Latino
sisters and brothers.
Yes.
It
was black and brown
through and through, even down to the villain, who is played by Anthony Ramos.
Yes, I recognize. If you didn't recognize him, I immediately recognized him from In the Heights, because I love musicals.
Yeah,
he was also in Transformers and Hamilton.
I was first introduced to Anthony Ramos as a Spike Lee joint.
Really?
He was in the remake of Lola Darling. What is that show's name?
She's Gotta Have It.
She's Gotta Have It.
Oh, really? And I watched that.
He was
one of the suitors?
He was the one who had the bike. Oh, what's his name?
Ooh, you don't have to pull
what
that.
was his name on there? I'm mad that I'm drawing a blank, but that's where I was first introduced to Anthony Ramos. Mars Blackman.
Oh,
he was
so
Mars.
He played the Spike Lee character, sort of.
Yes,
that's the name.
So that's how I was introduced. Yes,
that was a good show. That was a great show.
That's how I was introduced to Anthony Ramos, and then immediately after I knew him to voice John Lawrence and Alexander Hamilton's son on Hamilton.
Yeah, whose name escapes me, but he was Usnavi in The Heights. I rewatched that recently. But this character, he is ambiguous. I'm not sure he on the side of right. I understand the hustle.
On the right?
On the side of good.
Oh, no.
I'm not convinced.
Once you get through the whole series, you like, now, wait a minute. Mm-hmm. Now, is he a villain that you can be like, I get it. I can understand how you got here. I can understand how you got here. I'm gonna hold your hand, but he is still the villain
because he's in pain. As I haven't seen it all, but he's in pain with the things on his back that are growing, and having his friend or his cousin tattoo. I was like, oh, so you're adding more pain to what you? Oh, that's
more pain on top of more pain on top of more pain, but. We open up and we see Riri. She not doing good. She done got kicked out of MIT. Now, let's keep that in mind. She done got kicked out of MIT and she has to go home. So Riri's story, it starts off, we see the lore of Riri and how she lost her best friend and her stepfather in one night.
In one night. And right now, all we know is that they're gone and we don't know, like I saw the flash of, it looked like they were shot. Mm-hmm. He was trying to protect Natalie and they were shot at the shop. And that's all I know. And to me, she's suppressing that trauma. She doesn't want to go back to it.
She don't want to talk about it.
She don't want to talk about it.
A man who has raised me and my best friend forever. Why would I want to talk about that? I don't want to talk about it.
It's gonna come out one way or another because you're in pain. She's a problem solver. She's okay. I need to get money to fix my suit because and how can I do that?
Gotta
so she
hustle.
Doesn't even. She's a hustle through and through, 100%. She ain't got time to deal with emotions. And as us humans, if you don't deal with it, it will deal with you.
It will deal with you. It'll come on up out of there.
I don't know. Other characters who I recognize, one Cree Summer.
Cree Summer.
Yes.
Is that girl.
She's that girl.
Forever be that girl.
Carved out a lane that's all her own with the voice acting for cartoons.
Oh my gosh.
She'll show her face. She's in Abbott Elementary, she's a librarian. Now she's in this show.
Yeah, now I would have loved to see more of her. Like I know that we get to see her, but further along into the series, I would have loved to see more of her. Mm-hmm. But we love to see Cree Summers, another actor, Manny Montana.
Yeah,
who plays Cousin John? He's it's good. Is it Good Girl?
Good Girl.
Good Girls.
Good Girl. He kind of. I'm putting him as a character actor because I was like, you kind of playing the same role so far as I've seen.
Is he? I didn't watch Good Girls. I know he gets a lot of edits down to the TikTok because what is it that he say on the show? He'd be like, "Baby girl" or some "Come here, mama," some.
Yeah. He has a line that he kept using in that show. Yeah, I watched the first 2 seasons of it. He was like sexual attention. Well, I don't know, typecast or character actor, because it looked like he jumped from that show to this show. No in between, criminal activity, but charming and aloof and things like that. Shea Coulee from Drag Race All Star. She was a contestant. She's in the crew. And then Stewart, the guy who plays Rampage, he's Eric Andrew. I've just seen him in side stuff.
I was gonna say I've seen him in things. I've just never. Yeah. Yeah. Riri Williams, played by Angie White. I've never seen her acting. That's the mom.
Oh, see, I've never seen her before.
I've never seen her before, but she was great.
Yes,
she was great.
I like her because in most of these superhero movies, the parents are oblivious to their kid.
Very oblivious.
She's like, I know she's a genius. She's very much.
She's all up in her business.
She
like, I need you, and the fact that they are polar opposites, where Riri is like, I am nuts and bolts, and I'm science and math.
Yes.
Ronnie is like, let's get some crystals. Let's light some sage. Let's talk about it. Do you let's realign your chakras?
Right.
Like she's like, I can't help you on the science thing, but I still need you to let me in.
Yes.
Okay, I need you to come on with me, baby.
Come on with me.
Because when she got there, and she was like, what are you doing here? But she was like, Uno reverse. There was a janitor, okay, out there at that schoolhouse that I bribed to watch over you. He told me what happened. And now you're at home and you're spiraling. And I know you're spiraling. So let's talk about it. I love her character.
I do. But she's giving her space.
Giving her space.
I was for sure thinking when Riri essentially took all the power to charge to make AI, I was like, is the mom not gonna yell? But my thought is, she probably done this before. This ain't new to her at all.
She like, hey, I know it's gonna come back on. Jesus Christ.
I know it's going. Let me turn over and go back to bed. And last character I recognize, you recognize too, is Natalie from This Is Us.
From This Is Us. That is Lyric Ross.
Thank you so much. When we find out that she's died, I was like, oh no more Natalie, because she was so great as Deja.
She was great as Deja. I was like, surely they didn't have her on all the promo and all the things only for her to actually just be gone. So I was glad that she came back as Natalie the AI.
Yeah.
It was amazing. Great. And shout out to LaRoyce Hawkins, who played her stepfather, Gary Williams. That was his name, Gary. He was I know him from Chicago PD. The Chicago, the NBC series. That's where I know him from. I was even though we get to see his montage of cameos from the past, I even love the moment. Well, we'll get to that, but we get to see his montages of him. So he's not completely out of the series, but he's not as present day as Natalie.
I see. Got you. Last thing I want to mention is the stats on this show. So early reviews were negative about this show, yet we came through. People watched this show, and
I need us to watch it more and more so we could get a season 2.
Absolutely.
Because one thing about the Marvel heads, they want things to be a certain way to the comics. Like they want it to play to the comics to a T. And they don't give grace to the Black comics. Like I can tell, because all of these episodes are ranked very low. So you could tell that they just came in and was just like, I hate it. Because before
press. No press.
Well, I will say they did have it was a little bit. Like they didn't get the full spectrum of it all.
Yeah, they didn't get
because we know Marvel got money. We know y'all got money. We know Disney got money, so you got the money to put behind it. But whatever. I will say that like it was a lot of hoopla like before the episode even aired. it had like a negative review on Rotten Tomatoes, and it's like that we shouldn't be able to do this unless it's like media like saying, oh, I don't like this, and even then it's just like, did you give it a chance? Like, did you even give it a chance? But overall, I love the show. I want to see season 2.
Yeah.
Now,
absolutely.
Will they give us a season 3? Who knows? But I would love to. I would love to see more. I would love to see her go back to Wakanda or working with Shuri.
Yes, thank you. Thanks for the pull. Yeah. You told me, because they drop 2 episodes at a time, and they're only 6 episodes.
There are only 6 episodes.
So it shows me y'all didn't have faith in this show.
No, not to drop 1 episode for over a span of 6 weeks.
Yeah, indeed. So, but it's most streamed on Disney Plus. Most streamed show on Disney Plus. So
ate that right on up.
Let's talk about synopsis for episode 2.
Episode 2 is, will the real Natalie please stand up? Riri's new AI dredges up painful memories ahead of her first heist with Parker and his crew. Yes, so Riri got roped into being a part of a heist crew. She's also a criminal. She's not using her powers for good. She's trying to make money so that she can...
A means to an end.
I don't want to hear it because she don't really need money. She can figure out other ways to get stuff for her suit. She does somehow...
but it's not quick enough.
It's not, and that's the problem.
What Parker was like.
That's the problem.
Parker was like, we black and brown people, we were super smart, and we're not being used, and we're having used to our advantage. We're being looked over, so I'm finna cut out the middleman, and we finna take money.
So Riri is back home, and she is trying to cope with life, and she falls asleep while creating AI with her brain. And when doing this, she accidentally reincarnates her best friend through AI, through holographic imaging. And so now Natalie, her best friend, who is deceased, is now standing in front of her and talking to her. And the crazy part about it is because it has come from her brain, Natalie thinks that this is best friend, but I'm also AI. She's not talking like a robot. She's kind of having a feeling of the real Natalie, and Riri's like, how do I turn you off? Because you ain't supposed to be here.
Not dealing with emotions, not dealing with that trauma.
If I saw my deceased best friend talking to me from my brain because she is now AI, I too would freak out.
For sure.
Because what the heck are you doing here?
And as in a tragic, like she died tragically.
Tragically. It was not just, the Lord said it was time or we had time to cope because she was sick. No. She went on tragically. And
it knocks Riri's, as it should. You just totally knock her off her plan, her goals. That was rough. That was rough. So she let that Natalie stay, and she went on to do her thing.
You're like, you stay right here. Don't you go nowhere else.
But like Jurassic Park, she found a way and started talking to the mama, and the mama took a second and was like, hey, girl.
And I was like, when she talked to her, she was like, can you make me one of him? And she was like, it was an accident. I wasn't trying to make it. And I was like, that's a valid question to ask.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And sad.
And sad because, like, what grief is it to go on without your person? And it's just, I know it's just like a hole. It has to be a foreign feeling to lose somebody that close that you love and be like, I'll never get to talk to you again. I'll never get to see you. So to see Natalie, I know she was like, my daughter is a genius. Now I can have my own AI of Gary. Oh, yeah. My heart.
Yeah. It was tough. It's tough.
It's tough. But her reaction to it, she was so understanding. Like, because I feel like how do you navigate that? But you know that your daughter is a genius and things happen.
Yeah, I think she knew the answer, but she had to ask. She was like, I gotta at least try. I gotta at least try and ask and see if it can happen. She goes on this heist. Things doesn't go quite right. Natalie comes back and helps her figure things out. And what I was like, okay, cool. A guy had a gun or not a guy, a police officer, and Natalie glitched right on out. She deuced out.
She froze.
Yeah.
She was like, and in comes Parker and his hood and bending the bullets and bending all the things.
Then I was like, are we killing people or what? Because I didn't think Riri signed up for that. Riri signed up for tech money.
She did not sign up for that. And we're missing a part. Miss Riri, in her side quest to get her suit, has found some random white man down to the black web. Okay?
Yes,
and walks in Joe McGillicuddy or whoever.
That's a name for you.
Alden, and his real name don't help me either way. Alden Ehrenreich. And
he played Solo in the latest Han Solo movie. I know, Booty Tay. But
yes. I said, now why would you ride all the way out here to this random white man's house?
Means to an end.
And then he taking you on another side quest. You just met him, and he taking you to all the way in Timbuktu to find more illegal.
Yeah, with the eye scanner.
With the eye scan, he got different methods and ways of getting up into this place, and you just gonna follow him, and y'all just having a good old kiki. I said, now Riri, you been around them folks too long. Now why you doing too much for this doggone suit?
I agree. These choices are poor. Questionable. In the car. Come on.
What are we doing?
What are we doing? Seriously. The bunker got missiles. Just all kinds of
underground bunker full of illegal products that if they find out about this, you're going to jail. You're going to prison.
For sure. No trial. Just
no trial.
Open the door.
Just talk about the guards. Just let her in. Let her in.
And he's an interesting character because with all his privilege, he's letting folks take advantage of him.
I mean,
of his
dog poop on his lawn, and that, which leads me on a tangent. I haven't done one of these in a long time.
Yeah, go ahead.
I could never live in an HOA community. Because who are you to tell me what to do with my lawn? Who are you to tell me what to do?
You're maintaining a look. I
can understand the lawn care, but you telling me what colors I can't paint my house and how long I can park on my street.
We don't need a pink house.
And I gotta pay you monthly, and I'm already paying the bank a mortgage, and you have say on what I do in my house. Dishonor on your whole family. No. There are some.
But you also have meetings. You have meetings, and you vote on stuff.
What I need to vote on? I don't care what Susan down at the middle of the cul-de-sac is doing with her house. If y'all leave me alone.
But if her lawn is unkept, she got trash in the yard, she got an old car that ain't been moved, she's bringing down the property value of that.
Bring it on down. We don't need to go back up anyway. It's already expensive as hell.
There are benefits. Because it's a community.
I could never live in the HOA community because I'd be done shot somebody.
Anyway, he cut that lady's flowers happily. Walked right on over.
I would have too, because you dared not let your dog poop on my yard and think that I won't stop you.
Very true. Very true. All that I don't know where this show is going. I'm definitely interested in seeing what happens. We talked about Anthony Ramos' character being he's having villainous traits. I'm not totally sure he's a 100%.
No, he's 100% a villain. There, like I said, his story. Once you get the lore, because I finished it. Yes. Once you get the lore of his story, you're like, oh, sweet baby. But you didn't have to go that route, Stink. You didn't have to go that route. You could have just sat on that lady's couch and told her all your problems. Mm-hmm. You did not have to become a villainous killing machine.
Mm-hmm. So, from what are you ranking these 2 episodes?
Okay, episode 1 for intro episode, I'm giving it a 9. For episode 2, I'm giving it a 9.
I see you and I raise you. I'd go 10 on episode 1. I loved it. 10 on episode. There's nothing even. Oh, I know what I was going to say. As with, there's someone, black person of color in the background because the music
hit,
and I was like,
banger after banger
after banger. I was like, in the car, they were singing Alanis Morissette. I was like, oh, not a good old Canadian. You ought to know, Alanis. You went deep cut on something I wouldn't have thought Riri knew about, right? Because that is peak 90s.
Samantha Bailey was the director for episode 2. Okay. And she was also the director for episode 1.
Nice. So that's what I would be remiss if I didn't say there was I was like, the soundtrack hitting, like reminding me of those good 90s movies where you're just like, the soundtrack is amazing. Wait and exhale.
The show is amazing. It's written great. It's produced amazingly. I am so excited to see. I love to see Black people in the Marvel universe, in the DC universe, because I love it when we are in fantasy. I love it when we are superheroes. I love it when we're super villains. I love it all. Black people are not a monolith, and you should watch the show if you haven't already.
All right. And on that note, no notes. I don't have any notes.
10 across the board.
10 across the board. Like, subscribe, and we will catch you later.